Oh, okay. This is fantastic. Kafunya, where are you? She was going to make an announcement. You know Kafunya.
I do know Cafunia.
Yeah. Let me call Kafunya. Tell her come on in here. Hold on a second, Doc. You're looking great, bro. And the voice tone, you should be in there with the stylistics or the Temptations, or with the Dells, or
You
the.
know, when I was
Come on in, Kafunya. Hurry up before we before
Okay, okay. I will.
Doc is
I
waiting
will.
on you. All right. Yeah. You would be with
Delphonics, when I
Delphonics.
was 23, 24, I wanted to be a Delphonic, but
Wow.
I wasn't cool enough back then.
Wow. That's my favorite
I am
music,
now.
man. I listen while I'm creating to the Dells, Pandora Station. I listen to Teddy Pendergrass Station. I listen to, um, another station I would listen to is the Cadillacs. I like the doo-wop, man. What is it about that doo-wop music, Doc, that's so healing?
Okay, so toning and chanting opens your heart. So the ah sound opens your heart. The
Oh,
o sound oh, opens your diaphragm. The
wow.
ooh opens up the sea of blood. Oh, ooh, oh, M opens up the pineal, and N opens up the pituitary.
Whoa! So that's why we like listening to it.
Exactly.
Powerful, powerful, powerful. Nobody's spoken about that. Why do we
Nobody's
like
talking
doo
about
wop?
the toning or the chanting. Amun Ra Sutanedra. Atin Re Nebenong. Amun Ra Sutanedra. Atin Re Nebenong. Amun Ra Sutanedra. Atin Re Nebenong. Have you had Sister Kajara on your show?
No, but I did. You just made me think of Abu Kafra.
Abu Kafra has made his transition
Yes, he has.
from the Temple of the White and Gold Lotus.
Yes.
And he and I were very close at the beginning and at the end. So 3 months before he made his transition, he and I were talking just about every day. And he was a mathematician and a musician and Bagua. He was a bad brother.
Special
He got
acknowledgement,
hooked
Abu
on
Kafra.
sugar, brother Kafra. He died from sugar addiction.
What?
He died from sugar addiction. We
Yo,
went
that's
out to
crazy.
lunch, and my man put 10 packets of sugar in his iced tea.
I didn't know that.
And you know, one brother cannot criticize another brother. We do not judge and we do not criticize. And I was like, wow, 10 packets. He said, yep. So okay. I'm not going to give my brother a lecture about sugar, as
Yeah.
highly intelligent as he was. I
Wow.
cannot rescue someone who's on that path.
Yo,
He
I
had his
hear.
woman with him. She didn't put 10 sugars in her iced tea.
Wow.
So he's with his woman. I can't say a word.
I got another
But
question. What
go ahead.
birds am I hearing in your tropical um cave, man?
Parrot.
What, those are parrots?
That's an Indian ringnet parrot. And it's beautiful. It's sky blue with a black collar.
Man, he's making some beautiful sounds. When you started singing, he started singing.
Yeah, he's kind of partial to the sound of my voice. So
Dr. Love, family, welcome Kafunya, Ife, to Magnets, Crystals, Pyramids.
you
Kafunya, you got to
gotta
turn on your
unmute
mic.
yourself.
the sounds that you were making. Well, first and
Oh,
foremost.
wait. Turn down your volume, Kofunya.
Oh, okay. How about now?
Turn it down some more.
Now?
George, Doc, tell us when her voice tone is normal.
Amun Ra Sutinedra. Atin Re Nebenang. Amun Ra Sutinedra. Atin Re Nebenang. Amun Ra Sutinedra. Atin Re Nebenang. Amun Ra Sutinedra. Atin Re Nebenang.
Did you unlock it?
Okay. Talk to us, Kofunya. What's cooking? What's shaking? What's baking? Welcome.
Well, first and foremost, I'd like to thank you for inviting me to Dr. George Love. I don't know much about him.
He's a genius.
Well, yeah, especially with the word sound power. I love that because I felt it as he was doing it. And it kind of remind me of like when Evan does his didgeridoo sound of it's not the didgeridoo, but the Adaki is the indigenous name. And you could just feel like what you were doing. You know, I like it. I don't like it. I love it. I think it's beautiful.
Yo, your voice sound like thunder, Doc. It's like his voice, Kofunya. If you listen to his voice, he sounds
Yes,
like,
I am. And where are you located, Dr. George Love?
I'm in Boca Raton, Florida, South Florida, about an hour north of Miami.
Wow, that's beautiful. So you're taking in all of the sun vibrations that is causing the shift on the planet.
I'm taking it all in. The wind, Shu and Tef Newt, the wind and the moisture, and Ra, the rays of the sun. And I'm mixing it all together till I
Wow.
divine with the one.
Doc, do you remember Sue here?
Sue here, the name sounds familiar.
Sue here, Black Eagle. She was part of the comedic circles up here. Sister Newt. You know, there was a big tribe at one time up here. I'm just giving her a pre-happy birthday because she comes under the sign of Leo, and she'll be hitting 70 in August. So yeah, we've come several times around the sun. So this is great, man.
Do you want to put my Cash App up there in case somebody?
Heck yeah, man. So they can donate. Tell me
Yes.
what your Cash App is.
It's $.
Hold on a second. Let me put it in here because we got space. $. Let me find the $. Go ahead.
DOC.
$. DOC.
LOVE.
LOVE.
49.
49. Okay, so I put in front of that Cash App. Donations.
So if
let me make sure this is right. Tell me if it's right. Save.
Okay.
Oh, there it is coming up. Cash App donations. Tell me if that's correct.
That's correct.
Awesome. So Kofunya, turn down your volume a little bit. Push the volume down.
It's all the way down.
Girl, okay. Just back out your chair a little bit because you're gonna make my whole computer vibrate right off the table.
So I was looking for my headphones and they must be upstairs. So is that low enough?
Yeah, that's good. Just talk softer.
Yeah. So Dr. George Love, since I'm not really familiar with the works that you do, only partially, like a minute, because with that whole vocal thing, that was wonderful. So what are some of the tools that you're bringing to the family to help us in this transition as the shift is happening on the planet?
Well, I started working at Lincoln Hospital in the Bronx. Some of you know who Mutulu Shakur is. He was Tupac's stepdad. And Mutulu started the Black Acupuncture Advisory Board of North America. Back in 1976, I went to acupuncture school in 1979. And in 1981, I graduated and I went to Lincoln Hospital, and Mutulu Shakur had started Lincoln Detox. There was a group of Black and Puerto Rican activists that took over the nurses' wing at Lincoln Hospital to force the city of New York to confront the crack infestation in the South Bronx. And they wanted a drug treatment center, and Mayor John Lindsay allowed that to happen. And Mutulu Shakur was instrumental in getting that off the ground. Unfortunately, the FBI accused him of some nonsense. These two guys, the Weathermen, robbed a bank in upstate New York, and they got killed in the getaway, and they found a piece of paper with Mutulu Shakur's phone number on it, which should automatically make you suspicious. So they came and they tried to arrest him. They shut down the clinic, and I show up 30 days after that happened. So I step into an empty clinic. There's nobody there. So I'm thinking I'm the first Black acupuncturist in New York. And then one by one, all these brothers come out of the woodwork to tell me that the FBI seized all the files, arrested everybody they could. And they said, "You better watch out." And I said, "Well, the FBI can come get me if they want." I had that much self-confidence. And I started a cable TV show, a Manhattan cable TV show. And I had a radio show on WNWK. And I blew up in New York, 81, 82, 83, as the first Black acupuncturist. Not the first, but I blew up as the largest holistic center in New York. And then I met John Harris, who had Harlem Radio, WHUR, Harlem Health Radio at City College. And he had me on as a frequent guest. And then Lloyd Strayhorn put me on WBLS. So little by little by little, I blew up doing ear acupuncture and Qigong in New York. And then in 1991, 10 years after I started, I relocated to Florida, and I've been in Florida ever since. So the medical Qigong, the ear acupuncture, the acupuncture, and in 1994, I was ordained as a priest of Imhotep, which is the Egyptian god of medicine. And I've been focused on bringing that to awareness as many people. I've now got 12 Qigong masters underneath me. So I'm now a grandmaster in medical Qigong in the world. And then recently, Brother Neter Ankh of the Egyptian Yoga Society has now brought me on board to teach Kemetic Qigong to the Egyptian yoga community. We're having our kickoff event in Atlanta, August 16 and 17. So if you DM me at drchilove.com, there's a place to put in to get on the email list. I'll send you all the details for that event.
I just have to step away. Somebody just rung my bell. I'll be right back, and I have another question for Dr. Love.
Okay.
Yo, Doc,
So,
you're rocking the show, brother. Go ahead.
I want to shout out Sister Jara in Atlanta for starting Kemetic Reiki 11 years ago. And she was the first one to push out Kemetic Reiki. And Qigong also is Egyptian Reiki. So she and I connected, and she's written multiple books. All her books are fabulous. And she's having her 3rd annual Raseki reunion in Atlanta, September 13th through the 15th. I will be one of the featured speakers at her event.
I had her on Blog Talk. We got to have her on this YouTube channel. So when we get a chance, I want you to pass the contact information.
Oh,
Because
absolutely.
this is Living Legacies, definitely.
Absolutely. So I want to shout out to Brother Hunk, who is like the connector for all these fabulous people. And you know, we're all trying to uplift the community, and you're bringing us all on one at a time, and that's fabulous.
Give thanks.
So I want to give thanks and praise to you, my brother, for having this platform where we can reach. I've got people in the UK following me. I've got Nubians following me. I've got Black yogis in California following me. And it's only because of you.
Yo, I want to have you on a monthly basis, bro, because you are such a library of information, and I'm sitting here like, wow. I mean, it reminds me, you're like a 3D version of Amazing Stories. Remember when Amazing Stories series? Well, you're like a personification of Amazing Stories, and I was like, wow, we need to get a dose of this Get High on a monthly basis, bro.
Okay.
So check out your schedule, and because we did mention this when we had Diana Farr on. Special acknowledgement to Diana Farr.
Right. We did the kidneys with Diana Farr, right?
Yeah, that was the springboard. And I said, oh, we got to have you come back again and again. And the audience was like, Dr. Love, Dr. Love, Dr. Love, because they want to know about kidneys. They want to be like you. I want to be like you when I grow up, be sounding like Barry White and Marvin Lewis from the Dells and Teddy Pendergrass doing Qigong, you know? Yeah, we want to sound like that. We don't want to sound like, Bugs Bunny when we hit 70. We want to sound like, yeah, baby, what it is. You got a minute to listen? Because that's the way you sounded, man. Sound like you're going to bust a few bars on a microphone, you know?
Well, I'm too old to rap and I can't sing, but open your heart.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, viva poetry, viva poetry. All right. Yeah, see, Watch It Y'all Wellness Center said a storehouse of info. Yep, that's who you are, man.
Thank you.
We ain't gonna wait on Cafunia. Listen, y'all, we just want to say real quick, because Cafunia is
well, let's take some questions from the
audience. Yeah, let's do that. Friday night. Audience, ask some questions. That's a good idea, Doc. Good idea. Oh, somebody's putting in there. Never too old, Dr. Love. Never too old. Shoot. Dr. Sabi was impregnating in his 80s, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So if you got any questions for Dr. Love, please post in the comments. I got a question. What's your favorite herbal tea?
It would have to be Roselle, sorrel tea, not the iced drink, but the actual flower. Pour hot water over it, let it soak. That would be my favorite herbal tea.
Wow. How long you let it soak?
About 5 minutes.
Interesting.
And my second favorite is Blue Lotus tea. Yes. Yes.
I got a big bag. Oh, what you got there? Tell us what you got there.
This is my own blend of Blue Lotus. So I soak the flowers, and I sell little 1 ounce things for $25. So if anybody's interested in getting Blue Lotus.
Yo, tell us more about Blue Lotus, Doc, because I got a big bag.
Okay, so it is a mild euphoric. It's one flower is like smoking a joint from back in the day.
Wow.
And of course, it's legal. So the ancient Kemites, when the sun went down, they would sip Blue Lotus tea. No ceremony would take place without Blue Lotus. And there's Blue Lotus wine, which they soaked in wine for 3 days. And there's tea, which they drank, just the dried flowers. And they drank that every night at sunset. So, so the sorrel tea at sunset, and the Blue Lotus tea after dinner. And the Blue Lotus tea just kind of like calms your spirit. So, hard days work, there's a lot of with the family, and everybody's drinking Blue Lotus. Everybody's got that chill factor. So if you got a big bag of flowers, make yourself put 2 flowers in a big cup, like 8 ounces of hot water, let it steep, and then sip on it till it's gone.
I got a question about that Blue Lotus. Does it work better with wine? Does it work better with blackberry brandy? I want to know, because I heard if you put it in some wine or blackberry brandy, it's on and popping, man.
Okay, so what I would do is I'd put it in blackberry brandy for 3 days. And if I put it in wine, I would just put it in wine for maybe 3 hours.
You just gave that's a hot recipe, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Ooh, brother Life. Who are Life? Is there a recommended location? Yes, the recommended location is Boca Raton, Florida. So we didn't put my phone number in there. We just
hold on. I can put your phone number in.
Put my phone number in there.
Yeah, hold on a second.
I don't want you to actually call me. I want you to text me. So, brother who are Life.
All right, what's your digits?
Come to Florida for 2 weeks. I can give you private instructions, sunrise qigong, meditation, raw foods, weight training, chi fitness. Yeah, so 2 weeks with me in Florida. So text me. My phone number is 561 502 6200.
Unc, we got to have the gathering of the healers at Nicholas, man.
Where?
At Nicholas, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn?
Well, until we do, we got them right here.
Is the sun?
I know, but live and in person is like, wow.
Is the sun shining in Brooklyn?
Yeah, up until about October.
Are there palm trees in Brooklyn?
Oh boy, here we go. So we got to make a trip down to Florida now.
Come on now.
Wow.
Come on, California. Don't know anybody to be in a cold.
Yeah.
Yo, thanks for that recipe. Family, you heard it straight from Dr. Love. How to inebriate, activate, elevate Blue Lotus by placing it in some blackberry brandy for 3 days and let it soak and then sip and then feel the ancient future bliss. Dr. Bashara, giving you a shout out.
I see him.
Hey, Dr. Bashara.
Yeah.
He says
But
hotel.
I got some info for you, Bashara. So hit me up because I have the online school and I've got information about the mitochondria actually being chi, and that the mesocolon is actually the triple heater. So how to activate that in your practice. And for those of you who actually want to come to see me, I created a massage table that's oval with 4 subwoofers in it. So when you lay on the table, the whole table vibrates when you're getting acupuncture.
What? I'm coming. We gotta go.
Pun intended.
I put a 30-pound heavy blanket on you, and I put pins behind your ears and pins behind your ankles. Dude, you will never be the same again. You will never go to anybody else for acupuncture after you get that treatment from me.
Wow. Hey man, this sounds like you might have a campsite outside your house, man, of all your patients that you turned out between the Blue Lotus brandy and the vibrating massage table, man. You might have a cult following, Doc.
Well,
I
after
can only
75
imagine.
years, I have to transmit the information to someone because I
I can
only
imagine
got
what your
25.
wife is saying to them. You gotta go home. You gotta go home. Who's all those people outside on the lawn with tents and sleeping bags in lotus position?
We got it. We got it. We got it.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. Any more questions? Because we've been on now for 2 hours and it's been fun.
Does he have a website, Unc?
It's in the ticker tape below.
Oh, okay, I see it. Okay, remember I came in like right in time, so I didn't get a chance to see
Oh
everything.
yeah, and we've just been upgrading it as we've been going along. So Doc, when will you be back? You want to do this near the next full moon?
Oh yeah, let's do that the next full moon.
Yeah, because this is close to the full moon now.
Let's tie that in. Yeah.
Oh, Unc.
Yeah.
Can we announce what we're doing at Nicholas on the 28th?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna put up the picture. Hold on, Doc.
Yeah.
Let me
put
just
up the flyer.
Put up the flyer because that's why I wanted Kafunya to put up. Talk to us, Kafunya.
Yes. So on July 28th, all the way from Spain, our beloved brother who came to the planet via Jamaica in the Caribbean, is now doing big things over in Europe in Spain. And he's going to be gracing the shores of Brooklyn on July 28th. And there's something that you don't want to miss at all. Please, family, we are asking you to come and not only support what he's doing, but support what Nicholas Brooklyn is doing. I mean, they've been in business for 50 years, helping people with their internships, helping people with their entrepreneurship, and also creating wonderful relationships within the community. And we are also celebrating the 50 years. So, family, and there is going to be some unique artisans in the building. We're going to have the best food for a live body in the building, and the tickets are not, everybody can afford this particular event. Plus, we're doing a live sound bath meditation before Evan comes in and does his wonderful workshop that he's doing. And that's on July 28th from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Youth 17 and under are free. Do you have the live video where you could see him?
Hold on a second. Let me see. I think I put it up here. Hold on. Let me find it.
Yeah. So, I mean, come and meet somebody that you can actually talk with and speak with, because I know we like to circulate our money amongst celebrities and everything, but it's it's okay to do that, but we have to balance it out. And in order for us to bring these top name people like Riza Islam, like Wesley Muhammad, like Dr. Wayne Chandler, and Nkaru from Brazil, we need no, we want your support. We want your support. We want your support. So July 28th is the place to be at Nicholas Brooklyn. And if you're interested in vending, you can call 718-858-4400. And Nicholas Brooklyn is located at 1396 Fulton Street, Brooklyn, New York. We want your support, and we want to show that New York tri-state love, that Brooklyn tri-state area love. So tickets are $25 on Eventbrite, and just come through. Come through and invest. It's an investment in yourself. Thank you, Unc Rising. And shout out to all of the people who have been supporting what we do at Nicholas Brooklyn, and also to Monique, who's keeping up the tradition of bringing phenomenal guests to show people how they can elevate themselves, especially in the times that we're living in. Family, do not be distracted. Like Dr. Love was showing us how to do different vocal tones and everything like that. We have to put on our full armor. Our full armor. Don't play with this. Don't be the person who is locked outside of the boat. You know? Okay.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
Somebody asked a question. How did I get started doing medical qigong? I was doing Tai Chi. I was doing Tai Chi in Central Park, and Master Dalu, and he says, I'm doing Tai Chi at the UN. So I went to the UN. I got in the wrong elevator, and I run into the Dalai Lama. And I'm like, and he said, you have questions, my son. This is 1978. Who knows who the Dalai Lama is in 1978? So I'm stumbling. I don't know what to say. And so he said, would you like to learn how to change 3 lifetimes of karma in 30 days? And I was like, yes, that's exactly what I wanted to learn. I get my notebook, and I'm waiting for a whole spiritual prescription. He said, be good, be kind, become passionate. And I heard become passionate. So for the next 30 days, I was good and kind to everyone because I wanted to change my karma. Because, growing up in America, sometimes you get bad karma. You make bad karma. So then I went to hear him speak in person. And then I heard him say, be good, be kind, be compassionate. So at the end of the program, I went to see him and to get the autograph. And I said, can you explain what is compassion? And he said, compassion is not lending your friend $500. Compassion is not lending your car. Compassion is not letting your friend move into your apartment. Compassion is standing in your power while you hold the hand of your friend who's going through hard times. And I was like, whoa. And he said, you must live a life of compassion. And I was like, okay, I work on Wall Street. I'm a commodities broker. How do I do that? And he said, let me introduce you to my personal physician, Dr. Yeshi Dandin. So I go hear Dr. Yeshi Dandin speak at NYU Medical School. And he treated 5 people with incurable cancer with just acupuncture.
What?
And I was like, okay, then that's what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I was off and running. So
Wow.
that's how that started.
That's amazing.
That's how I got started.
Wow.
I never looked back. I never thought about it. I never questioned it. I never second guessed it. I never analyzed it. I just said, change your karma, change your life, be good, be kind, be compassionate, help people. Yeah, let's do that. Let's cure cancer.
I love what you said about having certain boundaries in place. Like, you know, I like the way you said that. Being compassionate doesn't mean you're going to move in somebody's house or lend them $5,000 or what have you. That's very important, because a lot of people feel that because you're in spirituality, you should be poor. You
Ooh.
should just give your gifts away.
No.
You know what? That needs to be addressed. Who started that? That you have to be bust ass broke to be enlightened. Who started that?
Exactly.
No, we should find them and lock them in the closet.
Yeah. It's like folks think it's culturally correct to be bust ass broke. What's up with that?
Yeah,
I guess
you're not
because you
supposed
don't.
to-
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're definitely not supposed to be broke if you're on a spiritual path. You cannot be a philanthropist and be broke. You cannot fill from an empty cup. Okay?
I love it.
So your cup must be full so that you can fill other people's cup.
I love that. I love that you're saying that, because it's very, very important. Because for me, as a Rastafari, and coming into knowledge, I always thought I had that mindset, and then I said, "Hey, wait a minute now. This doesn't seem right. I paid for college. I paid for all of my modalities within healing and wellness, and I'm going to be afraid to charge. Mm-mm. Spirit, cut that out of my consciousness quick."
Well, coming back to, let's do Evan
That's a
Worldman's
pertinent.
video,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna close out because I'm tired of sitting here for 2 hours. I gotta move.
Oh,
Well, there it is.
Okay.
Doc, it was a pleasure. See you next full moon. So listen, family, we're going to have Dr. Love on every round about the full moon. And Kofunia, when's the full moon? I think it's Saturday, right?
yes, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's the full moon.
So
Yeah.
right around the full moon time, Doc, we're going to do the shows.
Okay.
Thanks again, Kofunia. Thank you. And you, the listening audience, thank you. Have a good weekend.